Hi, welcome to my virtual open house for Engineering Your Future 3. So I'm Mrs. Flyshacker, or Mrs. Fly as a lot of students call me. It's a lot easier to say and spell. This is my second year here at Lakeville South, but my ninth year teaching overall. I've kind of taught all different industrial tech or tech ed STEM classes, from small engines, woods, metals, coding, robotics, photo, video, engineering, architecture, all those kinds of things. Last year, I also helped coach or assistant coach robotics. And then outside of school, I also help and work for community ed in St. Paul and their aquatics program. I help train and staff on how to teach lessons, how to be a lifeguard, like train them how to be a lifeguard, CPR, teaching lessons. So that's kind of my passion outside of school normally. During COVID, we've been shut down though. I grew up in St. Paul and went to Johnson High School, and then moved on and went to St. Cloud State to get my bachelor's in technology education. And then I went to Concordia University in St. Paul for my master's in educational technology. So you guys are in Engineer Future 3, so you should kind of know this whole STEM pathway, and I'm kind of assuming that you're trying to continue and move on to that capstone project, where you'll focus on one big project for a whole semester, a real-world project working with a company or an organization or one of the schools in our district to do a bigger project. So about our class, just like Engineering Your Future 1 and 2, usually a lot of hands-on group pair projects. Usually these projects in 3 are a lot bigger and longer than 2. Usually we only do about 2 or 3 projects for the whole semester, so they really go a lot deeper. You learn coding and electronics a little bit more, making a robot. We're going to try and do as much of this type of project as we can in hybrid while we are hybrid, and then modify as needed if we go to distance. So some topics or projects we're going to try to cover is doing a walking robot, coding with Arduinos, more CAD design. We're adding in this Genius Hour or Passion Project, which will be kind of like a mini capstone project and kind of help prepare you for that process. And then product design, presentation, that kind of thing. So you guys are not new down here in the STEM area, so just kind of relating what we do in STEM to this new school matrix. So it's really thinking about how you can be thoughtful, responsible, and safe down here in our STEM lab. And as you read through this, it probably you remember some of the things that we've talked about with how to behave down here and how to treat our machines. So for Schoology, since we are going to really try and take advantage of our hybrid time when we are in here in school, you're not going to be doing the same thing if you're at home on Monday as if your classmates that are here on Monday at school. So because of that, our folders are going to be set up a little bit different. So you're going to have an online folder, a flex day, and in-person. So really think about, where am I learning today, and go in that folder. And sometimes this online and flex might just be combined, especially these first couple of weeks of school. We're really trying to hammer in a bunch of stuff. But eventually that flex day will become that passion project or that genius hour. So if you're here in class with me, whatever you need will be in this in-person, in-school folder. If you're working at home, online, whatever you need will be in that folder. So just really think about, where am I today, and you'll be fine. If we do end up going full distance where we are all going to be doing the same thing on the same day, then our folders will switch to this Monday through Friday that you're probably seeing in a lot of your other classes. So grading, just like before in all the other classes, 50% daily, which is those smaller assignments, smaller projects, and then 50% projects, those bigger end unit, showcasing what you did, and then their final grade calculation. And just like in the other classes, no points are deducted for late work. Just really try and stay on top of your work. Don't procrastinate. There will be due dates, but those are really just to help guide you along the process, to keep you kind of accountable as we're working through a bigger project. Materials, when you're in school, paper, pencil will be helpful for sketching, writing out little notes on something you got to do or a process to follow on the computer. earbuds, school-issued iPad will be helpful to watch videos that we give you that'll show you how to do something. And as you know, a flash drive for transferring your materials from classroom to the lab. If you don't have your own, that's okay. We do have some floating around. But if you have one, just keep it in your backpack and it'll be helpful. If we do go full distance learning, instead of hybrid, it's really, really recommended that you have access to a computer or a Chromebook. Some of the things that we need to use online and do just don't work with an iPad, especially like coding with the Arduinos, we need a USB port. iPads don't have that. So it is really recommended that you have access to one that you can use every day for this class. And then also using a mouse will be helpful too when we get into CAD. So not just using the trackpad on your laptop, but a mouse that you can plug in or Bluetooth to your computer will also be really, really helpful and make CADing way less of a headache. If you don't have a computer or Chromebook that you can use at home, let me know. There'll be a survey at the end of this video that you can take, and we're going to try and get you a school-issued Chromebook to use for this class. So here is my email. So this FLEI4375 is my shortened email address. It's a lot easier, I think, than typing jackie.flyshacker@isd194.org, because it's really easy to misspell my name. So there is my shortened email. Email is the preferred way to contact me. It's a lot easier for me to search through messages, to do attachments if I'm trying to show you a little video of something to help you do something, or attach a photo of something. It's a lot easier to do that to help you guys in email. But if it's a smaller question or like something's not working in Schoology, you can send me a Schoology message. That is fine too. Just sometimes they don't always pop up right away. I don't get the notification right away for a little bit. So email, I get almost instantly. And if I can respond, I will respond as soon as I can. So here is that course survey I was talking about. So you can scan this with your phone or your iPad to take this little Google form survey if you want. The survey is also linked down below this video in Schoology. It's called STEM Survey, and that'll just take you right to the Google form as well. So I can't wait to meet you guys or see you again if I've had you in the past, and get going on Engineering Your Future 3.